Hi, I'm Jason Edwards with Trendify, and in this video, I'm going to talk about why I stopped using Clickfunnels and what software I have now moved over to. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that I am a huge fan of Russell Brunson. I have read all of his books multiple times. I've listened to probably every single podcast he's ever created. I've made over 6 figures in multiple different businesses using the software and as an affiliate of Clickfunnels. So needless to say, I'm a big fan. But I did have a few things that happened that caused me to make a shift, and I'm going to talk about why I've moved over and what company I'm now using that I love, and I think you might too. So if you don't know what Clickfunnels is, it's basically at its core just an easy way to create websites and landing pages to get a product up online and start making sales and collecting leads. I used it for many years in multiple different businesses, and that really was the core of the first problem that I had, is that I personally like to run multiple businesses. I have a lot of crazy, weird ideas and totally unrelated niches. I wanted to have a software that I could create those businesses in and track all of those leads. The challenge was that all of the leads that go into Clickfunnels all end up going into the same bucket. You're not allowed to use it for multiple different businesses in the way that I wanted to. Yes, you can tag leads with different brands and things, but it just becomes challenging because everything has to be switched every time you want to send a new email under a different company name. And when you're collecting payments, they had a limitation on how many payment providers you could have. So if I had a Stripe account for company A, and then I wanted to start collecting payments for company B, I had to go in and switch that every time. And I think I was limited to 2 or 3. So it became challenging. The other thing that happened was that I had a few negative experiences with the customer support and the team. And one big thing that happened is I was drastically overcharged one month for something. I don't know what happened, some kind of payment glitch, but through dealing with the customer support at that time, I was told that the only way to get a refund was to cancel my account. And I went round and round, and it was probably not a great day for me at that time either, but for whatever reason, I just said, all right, if that's the only way, then cancel my account. And so I stopped using it at that time and eventually got it worked out. I calmed down and ended up getting my account back and working with a new rep, but it was just a really, really bad day and bad experience with them. Finally, another big thing that happened with the affiliate program, which I was a massive fan of, is that towards the end of the classic editor that they have, they've started to launch this new 2.0 version, which admittedly I've only played around with. I haven't used fully. I know there's still a lot of things they're working through. But as that started to happen, I still had a lot of affiliates on the original version. And I asked the support there why we are still being told to push this old version if the new version is coming out anytime. And they told me, don't worry, all the people that you have, if they move over to the new version, you're going to be credited for that. And I found out later on that that ended up not being the case. Now, maybe that person was misinformed or whatever happened, but that was what I was told. And I knew in my gut that that probably wouldn't be true because it's going to be a totally new version, new account, new everything. But that's just what my experience was. Finally, what I started to notice is that a lot of the people that I looked up to that used Clickfunnels were starting to move over to a new platform. And I'll talk about what that is in a second. And more importantly than that, they were starting to use that platform to not only run their own business, but to resell it and make money as their own software. So I was intrigued and I started looking into it. And the company that I switched over to is a company called HighLevel. And there are links down below. You can get a free trial and I'll help you out as much as I can. And I'll talk more about that in a second. But using this new company, what I found is that not only did it have everything that Clickfunnels had, the page builder, the funnels, the payment processing, the membership areas, but it also had a ton of other things that I wanted to use in my own business. It had a pipeline so you could track all of my leads moving through different stages. It had a way that I could get reviews for not only my company, but for other people's companies. It had a social media poster and planning tool. It had a lot of other things that I was missing in my business, a way to track Facebook ads and TikTok ads and Google ads and all of that stuff all in one simple software. And the best thing was, and like I mentioned at the beginning, I could run as many businesses as I wanted in this software. I could have a different dashboard for each individual business. It would have its own emails, its own payment processing, everything. So I could easily come up with a crazy idea and launch it. If that doesn't work, I just shut down that account and move over to a different account. So that was great. And then I discovered that you could also resell it. And they have something called SaaS mode, where you can do what's called white labeling. You can take their software, put your own brand name on top of it, and sell it for whatever you want. So you pay the company one small fee every single month, which I'm paying $4.97 a month. You can pay $2.97 and still get this capability. And it's just a one-time payment every single month. But I can have 1,000 customers paying me $2.97, $4.97, 1,000, whatever I want to charge them. And so I've started to do that. And so what I've found is not only is the software paying for itself, but it's also making me profit every single month. And I can come up with those crazy ideas, launch those businesses, and do everything I want in my own account. It's a great software. There's links down below that you should check out. I'm going to be helping you. Anyone who signs up with my affiliate link, I'll walk you through exactly how I've set up my business, and I'll show you all the ways that you can use this tool to launch your own business. If that's appealing to you, click the link down below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.